sorry. Ethan, who do you have? Ah, damn.
Welcome to Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh?
365 days, 1 year, ladies and gentlemen, of Better and Green.
Yeah, what's up, man? Great to be here, first of all.
Coming to you guys every week. We have not missed a week yet. Week 11 is where we started last year. Episode 77. There are not 77 weeks in a year. Wyatt, I don't know if you know that. That means that we are just pumping out stuff like crazy. And that's just the stuff we put on the main. That's not including all the highlights, the behind the scenes stuff. This is just the straight meat and potatoes of the show, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I wasn't here at the origin of Better and Green, but I was working alongside you guys back when we were working along. So I've known you for about a year now. So yeah, I've had a blast. I mean, a lot of people were telling us we couldn't make it this far, and here we are, starting to grow a little bit more. And yeah, ready to keep rocking. And yeah, if you're not tuned in yet, make sure you do jump on, because again, 1 year down, they say it's the toughest year, only up from now on. So yeah, really excited to be part of the team, and congratulations on 1 year.
And it only feels good too about today. We now have multiple multi-million videos.
Yes.
That feels good, dude.
That's good. That's yeah, if you actually I think that I just checked, there's 2.2 million. That's like 1/4 of Michigan. The state of Michigan's watching that. That's nuts.
And then you got to think about the other video. It's getting close to 3 million. Yeah. Holy cow, dude.
Yeah. No, I mean, great. I love it. And we were just talking about it before the show, just notifications of followers and likes. And again, it means a lot that you guys are hopping on. We really appreciate it. And again, I just keep telling your friends and family, because we're only going up. And yeah, it's great. It's a great feeling.
It absolutely is, man. Make sure you tell your friends, because we're just going to keep making more and more content. I mean, you've seen as Better and Greens progressed, we have more stuff come out. I know we got our college football show coming out tomorrow and another UFC episode coming out tomorrow. So just crazy amount of content for you guys. It's been a great year. Been so happy to be with you guys. Ethan is actually up hunting, but we do have somebody filling in for Ethan. Last week, we went 8-7, winning record. We have a Survivor winner.
Really?
B. Riley, congratulations to you, sir. Picking, I believe it was the Cowboys to win, and the other one was the Bengals. I think that was me and Ethan's pick. I'm sorry whoever tailed me. Bengals was not the right choice. M5 Squirrels is back in the lead for the weekly pick'ems. We have an awards show coming out. We have a year down now, Better and Green. We're going back over this past year, breaking down the top categories of many things. Our best guests, best episodes, best moments. So make sure you guys head over to bettergreen.com right now so you guys can vote. Falcons, Colts, Patriots, and Saints are all on a bye this week. Wyatt, you ready to get into week 11?
Let's do it.
All right, the Bengals head to Baltimore to face the Ravens. Ravens are 3.5-point favorites. Over-under is set at 46. AFC North divisional game. Always tough. What's your take on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Cincy was going to be back, and then you just said you picked them in Survivor, and they did not win last week. If you were unaware, they lost to a really weird team, and a team that I don't know how they're winning, but the Texans. I don't get it. CJ Stroud's doing his thing. And then Baltimore, as we all know, is leading that division. I believe they're 7-2. Something like that. But Baltimore's playing really good ball right now. Cincy, bad loss there. But yeah, this first matchup when Cincy wasn't playing good, it was 27-24 in favor of Baltimore. I think Cincy's a better team than they are now. Yes, they are on the road in Baltimore. It's always a tough place to play, but I'm going to have to side with Cincy at +3.5. You get the hook here. I think it's going to be a really close back and forth game. And again, you just said these AFC North games are super tough to pick, but also they're this super physical games. They could go any which way. They could have 10 total points scored or 60 total points. No one knows. So I do think it's going to be close. I think both teams are going to keep it competitive. And I'm just going to say Cincy holds on by the hook of a field goal, 3.5 points. Over under. God, I'm going to lean the under 46. Again, it's going to the stats of divisional games, but no real play on the total. But I will be taking Cincy +3.5. I will say before, we have 3 great primetime games this week.
Yeah.
And the one that's not super great, we'll get into, but both teams are on a little bit of a win streak. So that's fun enough. So we haven't had a whole lot of good primetime games. So I'm excited this week for that.
Me too, man. Me too. I don't have a lot to add to that because you and me see this game the exact same way. AFC North divisional game unders. I don't have the exact stats on that. It's good. It's good if you take it every under.
It's good.
I like the Bengals, man. I like the Bengals too. I took the Bengals last week. I didn't feel great about it. I like it this week. You're getting points. You're getting the hook. You said it all.
Right.
Perfect. Ethan, what do you think? Cincinnati too. He took Cincinnati. Can you believe that?
I can't. He hates the Bengals.
He does. He does. The Cardinals are heading to Houston to face the Texans. Texans are 5-point favorites. Over-under set at 48.5. The Texans are getting they're hot right now. They just beat the Bengals. CJ Stroud, I think he has over 800 passing yards in the last 2 games. Obviously, offensive rookie of the year. Some people are starting to say MVP candidate. I say pump the brakes. Not yet. Not yet. Let's slow it down just a bit. 5 against the Cardinals with Kyler Murray back. Texans are home. This is a out of conference game. I'm still I'm siding with the Texans right now. I'm not super confident in it, but I just think the Texans are the better team, better coach team too. I think the Texans coach is doing a really good job. What do you think, Wyatt?
Yeah, I mean, no one thought Houston was going to bounce back this fast. CJ Stroud, I mean, I was probably his biggest, making fun of him the most, and I know you and Ethan were a little bit. But yeah, he's blown expectations out of the water. Honestly, congrats to him. Offensive rookie of the year, there's not even a question. Yeah, MVP, that's getting a little crazy, but yeah. I think that would be the first one, I don't know, in a while. I forget who is. There was one that was like 2015 or something. I forget. But yeah, I think Houston, if you look at this line, like maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, this is probably a pick 'em kind of game. -5 for Houston seems like a lot of points. We have to remember Houston, when they were on this streak, in between their win streaks, they lost to the worst team in football, the Carolina Panthers. So we can't forget about that. So I'm going to take actually Arizona +5. I hate it, but they did get a win last weekend with Murray's return. They look a little bit more dynamic on offense. James Conner's back. So I'm going to take the Cardinals +5. Over under, I'd go the over in that.
Me too. 48.5. Yeah. Another divisional game. We got the Giants heading to Washington to face the Commanders. Commanders are 9.5-point favorites. Over under is 37. Wyatt, I believe the Commanders lost to the Giants, and now they are 10-point favorites.
Yeah, I don't get this. I don't get this game at all. There's a couple weird ones, but that has to be up there with one of the weirdest lines of the weekend. I don't get that. I'm gonna. Am I crazy for taking the Giants? I feel like that's the obvious play. Giants +9, +10, wherever they're at. I think that's the obvious. There's no way I'm taking 9 points with the Commanders.
See, this is
kidding me.
You and me, we're flip flopping. I'm like, This line's too weird. You gotta go with Washington.
What I think, but like, it's the Commanders.
I know. But
they don't blow teams out of the water.
They don't, especially if you're looking at the divisional games. I think they lost 14-7, and then you're looking at them playing really close against the Eagles. So just really weird divisional games with Washington. But, I mean, Giants, they've scored the least in the entire NFL. A super weird line. I feel like everybody's looking at that and they're thinking, like, I get the team that beat them last time with almost 10 points.
Right.
It's too weird for me. And I don't usually do that.
I know. I like this. That's usually my strategy, but I know it's almost as bad saying getting points with the Giants is almost one of the worst sayings you could possibly do because they're terrible.
Yeah.
But 9 points with like that's almost as bad. So yeah, I mean, you have my strategy. That's usually what I do, but I'm gonna take the Giants on the spread there. I don't know, too much. I'm gonna take the under. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game, so that hopefully will help the spread. But yeah, disgusting.
This show's coming out on Friday now. We got a Freaky Friday situation on our hands. The Cowboys head to Carolina to face the Panthers. Panthers are 10.5-point home dogs. Over under set at 42.5. I believe you and me took the Cowboys last week, correct?
I feel like I was on the other side.
Was it Cowboys Giants last week?
Yes.
I think you and me were Cowboys. I think
Was I?
Ethan was on
Okay.
Giants. I'm taking the
Yes,
Cowboys
yes,
again.
Ethan was. Yep.
I'm taking the
Okay.
Cowboys again, dude. I know it's a lot of points. It's less points than it was last week. And the Panthers are the worst team of football. I mean, 10.5. The Cowboys defense is going to destroy Bryce Young. That's my thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm on the same side. I have Cowboys minus 10.5 here. I thought the line last week was a little crazy. Yes, Dallas was at home, but it was 17.5 points. Now it's 10.5 points to, I think the Giants now have got the highest percentage for the first overall pick, but still the Panthers are not much better. I don't know. It's a high spread. I understand Dallas is on the road, but I think Dallas gets it done. They probably, I worry they don't care about this game, but I mean,
Right.
they just covered a 17.5 point spread easily last week. I think they can do it too.
And that's
If
a
not a
divisional
worse
game,
team.
too.
Right. So I'll take them 10.5 as well.
Absolutely agree. Ethan? Wonderful. The Bears head to Detroit to face your Lions. Lions are 8-point favorites. Over-under set at 48. 8 points for this Lions team. Justin Fields may be coming back. If you didn't read my article today, I said that the Lions are going to be in the Super Bowl within the next 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm taking them.
You gave us 6 years.
I wanted to hedge my bets a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll take the Lions. I don't have really much faith in the Bears at all. And I like Ethan's strategy when you get your starting quarterback come back, guys are feeling good, and sometimes it could be a down game. So give me the Lions minus 8.
I also have Detroit minus 8 there. Definitely I don't love it. Not one bit, but I think it's going to be a closer game than we think, but I think the Lions will win it by like 10 maybe. So I don't think they're going to blow them out of the water by any means. So might be opportunity if you wanted to tease the Bears in there. You could get that up to, I don't know, 15 points, whatever it is, 7-point teasers. You can even go 14 points if it's a 6-point teaser. So good teaser in my opinion on the Bears, but I think I'm going to take Detroit minus 8. I think they're going to win by 8 to 10 points. Don't love it at all. Kind of hope Justin Fields plays, honestly, because I think that's going to help Detroit. But yeah, I'll take a minus 8. Don't love that game. Hopefully they can just keep winning at this point. But yeah, not my favorite at all.
No. If we could have got that on a 5 or a 6, I would have been so happy.
Yeah.
Ethan? Fantastic. The Raiders head to Miami to face the Dolphins. Dolphins are 13.5-point favorites. Over-under set at 46.5. Why you've been taking the Raiders? Talk me off this Dolphins 13.5 ledge, man. That's scaring the hell out of me.
I'm on it. I'm on it as well.
No.
Dolphins minus 13. So we talk about this every time. Dolphins can't beat any good teams, but they just clean up on these scrums. And although Vegas has won 2 in a row, fire their coach, they might be a little more motivated as we talked last week. But Dolphins are notorious for just beating these scrubby teams. So I'm going to take them 13.5. And I actually kind of like it a lot, especially coming off a loss in Germany to the Chiefs, a disappointing loss. It looked really bad.
And then a bye week.
Didn't look, so I love it. I think they come out just guns of blazing. So I'll take Miami. I'll take the over 2. I think Miami can score 48 themselves.
Dang it, Wyatt. Yeah, I have to be on Miami too, man. I like that over. I like that over too. There's a chance I think A-Chain comes back this week. I would love that. Fantasy-wise, I would love that.
Yeah. That would be it. I mean, they need something. Their offense looked really stagnant last week or 2 weeks ago. So I do think this is a great time to gain some confidence back from beating up on a terrible team. So
yeah. And I mean,
like that.
The Raiders have been feeling themselves. They've been smoking cigars in their locker room. They've been at home. Nothing like a brutal ass beating down in Miami.
Yeah, their lungs are they're gonna start feeling that cigar smoke when Miami drops 50 on them this weekend. But
well, that's not the worst thing that Max Crosby's ever smoked, so I think he'll be okay.
True. Yep.
Ethan, fantastic. The Steelers head to Cleveland to face the Browns. Browns now just 1-point favorites. Over-under sit at 33. Before the Deshaun Watson news came out that he's going to be out for the season, I believe this was at -4. Is that correct, Wyatt?
Somewhere like that.
It's like 3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah.
So it's down to -1. Cleveland, one of the best defenses in the league. Steelers, they don't have any offense at all. They got a pretty decent defense. And then obviously you got the Browns that are going to be without Deshaun Watson. They've been out without Deshaun Watson a lot this year. This is nothing new to them. Give me, especially now with that as a pick 'em, give me the Browns. I had the Browns before at -4, -3. Browns -1. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I bet the Browns are pretty upset trading Dobbs. Whenever they did that, Dobbs has been around starting every other team except Cleveland. So not the smartest move on them, but hindsight is 2020. But yeah, with these, I say this, and I took Cincy on the road, but with these AFC North games, I feel like if it's a pick 'em, you just got to take the home team here. So I'm gonna take Browns at home -1.
Yep.
I was talking to you before the show. I have no idea how the Steelers are 6-3. That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I mean, he's a great coach.
That's it.
They just beat teams by like 14-10. That's just what they do. And I think they're going to get rolled when it comes to playoffs, but I think they're going to keep it competitive in this game at least. But yeah, I got to go with the home team, even with DTR or whoever they throw in at QB. BJ Walker, whatever his name is. So I'm going to take Cleveland. Don't love it. I think this is maybe the lowest total of the year, 33 points.
It's got to be close.
That's got to – I don't know if there's ever been a 32 this year. So with that being said, I kind of like taking that under as well.
Yeah.
That's super, super low.
We've seen a lot of field goal fests this year.
Yeah.
I don't see this being any different.
No.
Ethan, rebuttal? Excellent. The Titans head to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Jaguars are 7-point favorites. Over-under is set at 40. I mean, we get the Titans with a touchdown, but the Titans just got blown out by the Bucks. Jags haven't looked great. They just got torn to pieces by the 49ers. Because it was the 49ers, I don't put too much stock into that. Jags offense has not looked as good as I think people are thinking this year. No touchdowns against the Chiefs. I remember that. There's been a couple games where they really haven't scored much. Only 3 points last week. Don't love the Titans, but you're getting a full touchdown with the Titans. So I'm leaning Tennessee, but I don't love it.
Yeah, so after what's his face, Tennessee's quarterback, Will Levis, after his breakout game against, I forget who that was. They lost now their last two games. Yeah, they've lost now to the last 2 games to not great opponents. So I'm kind of off the Titans train right now. And Jacksonville, as you just said, lost to San Fran. I was really high on San Fran, so it was nice to see a prediction that right. So I knew Jacksonville was going to struggle. I didn't know they were going to struggle that much. But I think just like who were we just talking about? Just like Miami, that's going to be a get right game. I think this is going to be a get right game for Jacksonville. So I'm going to have them -7. I actually don't mind it that much. It may show up again at the end of the show, but I think this is again a get right game. I think they can win by 2 touchdowns or more.
Ethan? Yeah. Yep. The Chargers head to Green Bay to face the Packers. Packers are 3-point home dogs. Over-under set at 44. I mean, we've seen the Chargers, man. You guys just put up, 1,000 points on the Chargers last week. Their defense is not good. Their coaching is horrendous. They're lucky they got Herbert. Otherwise, it'd be one of the worst teams in the league. I'm still going to take the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers -3 still. I just have no faith in the Packers. Jordan Love's not getting it done. Packers defense has not been playing as well as the players they have. I feel like the defense has really underperformed this year. It is in Green Bay. I don't think it matters. I'm still taking the Chargers. They have to start winning.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers say what you want. They gave up 41 points. They also scored 38 points. So they looked good offensively. I think did they fire their OC? I'm not sure.
One of the teams did. I don't think it was the Chargers, though.
Okay, I don't think it was the Chargers. It was the Bills. Sorry, it was the Bills.
Yes.
If you asked me to put money up against a team that just threw 38 points up against Detroit, who has a decent defense, or take Jordan Love, I'm going to take that decent offense every single day of the week. So if Chargers could be -48, and I could never throw money on Green Bay. So give me the Chargers -3. solely because Green Bay sucks and Jordan Love is a terrible quarterback. I don't have any faith in the Chargers, but I just despise Green Bay. So I'll take Chargers -3 on the road. Yeah, I mean, you got 44 is low for a Chargers game. That's
Right.
massive numbers for a Packers team.
But that Chargers defense, though, I would
True.
go over.
I go over 44. Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah,
Ethan?
why not? Ethan. Green
44?
Bay. Hi, Green Bay.
A beehole.
Terrible reasoning. Terrible reasoning. The Bucks head to San Francisco to face 49ers. 49ers are 12-point favorites. Over-under set at 41.5. Wyatt, what do you think, dude? Huge totals. Huge, not totals, huge spreads this week.
I had Tampa Bay +12. I just crossed it off, and I'm now switching to San Fran -12. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know.
Are the Jags better than the Bucks?
I would think so.
And they beat the Tar. Or did they beat them by like 30 points? Was it 33-3, something like that?
Yeah, something 34-3.
Yeah. So they're only covering 12 against a team that's worse.
Yeah.
That's my only thought process. I know, it's so scary. I feel way worse about this one than I did against the Jags last week.
What was the spread in the Jags?
Was that one 6?
Okay.
6.
I don't remember. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
digits.
It's probably going to be super popular, super public, but I'll take San Fran.
Mhm.
I'm not going to bet that game, but
No. I totally get it too, because it's like Baker Mayfield, and the whole problem that we've seen with the Niners has been the pass defense. Mike Evans has been on fire.
Yeah.
So they can at least keep it. I see it kind of like that Bills game where it could be close. It could be like a touchdown game. But at the same time, that Niners offense and defense are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, this game can go either way. So for the graphic, I'm going to take San Fran. I will tell you right now, if I'm going to bet that game, it's going to be Christian McCaffrey after he just lost the record, to rescore a touchdown. So that'll be my only play if I do have a bet in that game.
Is that a house payment?
Yeah, it could be. It could be. I mean, they're like -240 now, though. I don't know if that's worth it.
Ethan, what do you think? How did you not pick Tampa Bay to win the division, but you picked them to cover? The Jets head to Buffalo to face the Bills. Bills are 7-point favorites. Over-under is set at 39. Hey, Wyatt, I didn't know we were living in fantasy land.
If you can explain to me why the Bills are still a touchdown spread after they haven't covered a game in 7 weeks and have already lost this team, then yeah, you'd be a rich man if you could explain that to me, because it doesn't make any sense.
And
With that being
Denver,
said,
almost the Giants.
With that being said, I still have to take it.
Oh,
And I hate it. And I
Yeah.
hate that because they're loaded offensively. Josh Allen is an interception machine, a fumble machine. I say this every week, and I'm over 6. So law of averages, I got to get right one of these. So I think this is going to be a breakout game for the Bills. I think they're going to go off. So I'll take that -7.
you're not worried about the turnovers
Oh,
with Josh Allen for
I'm
this
terrified. Oh yeah, I'm terrified. Yeah. If Sauce Gardner is on the field, he is probably picking a ball. So he
Yeah.
might have 5 or 6 interceptions in that game. So yes, I'm terrified. But law of averages, right? One
You're
of them
right.
I have to hit.
They're due. They do. What do you think about Trayvon's tweets saying that Stephon needs to get out of there?
Yeah.
They're starting something, man. There's
I mean,
already some drama there.
Diggsy Boy was upset at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
He can't be happy now. Isn't the trade deadline gone though?
Yeah,
So he's stuck.
he's stuck. But
So
going
why
into
tweet
next
that
year,
out? Yeah, sure.
right?
But yeah, I mean, maybe you should either tweet that out before the trade deadline or tweet that out after you've been eliminated from playoffs.
It
seems
pretty
like a
much happened last
distraction.
week.
Are they 5-5 or
Yeah,
what are they?
yeah.
Good
And they could be, remember, with that Bucks game and that Giants game, those were last-minute plays that they won on defensive plays. The other team had the ball to win it.
Yeah, that
So they
Bucks
could-
one was bad.
They could be 3-7.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great. It's not great. They got to win one of these though.
You're right.
So,
You're right.
the
You're
Jets,
100%.
still are not great. Jets still are
No.
not great. So, yeah, I might hate it enough to put in my big three.
Man, see, I can't keep betting Buffalo, but I also can't keep betting the Jets. So this game sucks for me. I keep picking the Jets, and then Denver works out. I'm like, that defense is so good. That's true, but that offense is so bad. It kind of cancels out. I will take it since I'm getting a touchdown. I'm getting the 7 points. You know what? Josh Allen will spot me a couple possessions too.
Oh,
So
for sure.
why
Yeah,
not?
yeah. You have
Why
a couple
not?
of extra chances at covering
Yeah. I
a
mean,
couple picks. Yeah.
if the Bills score 30 points, there's a chance that they win 30-0 though, with that Jets offense.
Yeah. But the Bills defense, we have to remember, is also not great this year at all.
No. Let
Almost
DeMar
not
eat.
even there. Yeah.
No. Ethan, thoughts? Fantastic. The Seahawks are going to Los Angeles to face the Rams. Rams are 1-point home dogs. Over-under is set at 46. You know who I'm picking already. You
Yeah,
already
I
know.
do.
Is
Yeah.
Gino. It's
Yep.
Gino. Is Stafford still not back, right?
He's questionable.
I don't think he plays.
Yeah, his thumb's all messed up.
He ain't
But
got
who
no
knows?
thumbs. Lieutenant
I ain't
Matt,
got no legs.
I don't know, man. It's a 1-point game. I feel like you can pick either side. Just give me Seattle because I like Seattle more. I just think their team's better.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the other side. I'm going to take the
Yeah.
Rams at +1 just because it's a weird line.
Mhm.
I think Seattle's a better team, but it is at home for the Rams. It's a divisional game, so I'll take the home, kind of like that Cleveland Steelers game. I'll just take the home team. Yeah, not great. Not happy for it. I was really trying hard to get Cooper Kupp for fantasy. He's kind of like a buy low kind of guy,
Mhm.
and I didn't get him, but the guy I'm playing this week has him. So hopefully the Rams win without Cooper Kupp doing anything. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, I got to lean the Rams. Don't like it.
That's fair.
Ugly game.
Will there be more Seahawks fans there, though, than Rams fans?
It'll be close. It'll sure be close.
It's so hard to call any Rams or Chargers games home games.
No.
If they're playing any team that has any fan base, they're automatically outmatched.
Yeah. It's a I don't even know what kind of sports town it is because you have to have a team in LA, but they just don't care.
You have to be
They're
good
just-
too. Bandwagoners.
Yeah.
Ethan, your thoughts? Oh, Wyatt, he sides with you.
No.
The Vikings head to Denver to face the Broncos. Broncos are 2.5-point favorites. Over-under set at 42.5. Wyatt, Broncos are favorites again. Look at this. Look at them go.
Yeah, so this was a game that if you talked about it on a primetime Sunday night a couple weeks back, you would have been saying, wow, this is a terrible matchup. But I think the Vikings, they've at least won 5 in a row. I think it might be more. It could be 6. I know it's at least
crazy.
5. Denver, I think, has won 3 in a row. Vikings now have Dobby Boy. Denver is competent on either side of the ball right now. So, yeah, I think the Vikings streak comes to an end. I'm going to take Denver -2.5 at home. We can get it within a field goal. I don't know, man. Both teams are playing really well, which is why I'm kind of excited for this. I think both teams still, believe it or not, might have a chance at some sort of postseason. I know that's crazy to say for the Vikings without Kirk Cousins, and Denver, who's been terrible, lost 20-70. Let's not forget about that. But they're doing well. They're beating good teams. It's not like they're beating the Panthers.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs game was a weird spot. They just beat the Bills.
Still.
They're beating the big boys. So yeah, I'm gonna take Denver. I hate it because I really despise Russell Wilson. And I really like Dobbs for the Vikings, but I think Denver's gonna pull it out at home.
I really want Dobbs to win this one. I'm loving the Dobbs story.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard anything about Dobbs comeback player of the year. I think we need to be talking about that a little bit.
Well, We all know who's winning that.
It shouldn't be, dude. You have to
No.
play. You have got to play. I'm sorry.
He
You
played
can't
a
just be
little
like,
bit.
I survived.
He played a little bit last week. He was the 12th man on the field for the field goal.
Yes, he was. See, disqualified.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing too about Denver. They've got some wins against some really good teams. You take away that penalty against the Bills, they lose that game. If
Yep.
the Chiefs haven't beat them for 7 straight years, there's a chance that they don't win that game. But they're hyped up for it. They won the Super Bowl. I'm also taking Denver. It just feels like they're home. You know, they got the altitude that they're used to. Minnesota, they don't have that same. It's cold. Minnesota can say that. Well, it's the cold's not going to affect them, but they're not going to be used to the same air. 2.5, you're getting. You don't even have to get the field goal.
Right. And I think Minnesota plays indoors as well. So.
They do. Ethan, thoughts? Oh, round of Denver.
Squad ride.
Squad ride. Sorry, eggs. The Eagles head to Kansas City to face the Chiefs for Monday Night Football. Chiefs are 2.5-point favorites. Over/under set at 45.5. I feel like I picked the Chiefs a lot last year, and I'm just completely flipped this year. Also, I did really good last year, and I've not been as good this year with my picks. I'm taking the Eagles plus the 2.5, man. I've said it, I think, on previous shows. It seems like every game on the Chiefs schedule is a revenge game. We got the revenge game for the Chargers coming up because we beat them earlier. Every game's a revenge game for the Raiders and the Broncos because we just killed them. 13-second game coming up. AFC Championship rematch game coming up. Super Bowl rematch coming up. That's here. I think that they complained about the field and turf conditions for so long. I think they're still really bitter about it. And so I think they're going to come in. I think they're going to win outright, but I'll take the points.
Yeah. If you guys didn't notice, Ben is a massive Chiefs fan, so pretty crazy. He also took the Dolphins the other week, and the Dolphins did not win. So he's a Chiefs fan that just took the Eagles, a Super Bowl rematch. He took the Super Bowl runner-up. So take that for what you will. I'm going to take it as a very wise piece of information. I'm going to side with you and take the Eagles as well, plus 2.5. Eagles best record in the NFL right now, 8-1. Does that mean anything? Because they're not dominating wins. Probably not a whole lot, but this is a really big game rematch against a Chiefs team that just, I don't want to break your heart, but they're not as good as they were last year offensively. They're missing key pieces on the outside, and that's tough. And Philly is pretty loaded right now. A.J. Brown's having one of the best years that a wide receiver has ever had besides Tyreek Hill. So Eagles are looking good. Defense is fine. So I'm going to take the Eagles plus 2.5. It's pretty ugly. I think a lot of people are going to see Chiefs. You can get them for under a field goal, and they're going to take it. So I'll take a risk on Philly. I agree that I think they win outright as well.
Also, I'm going to hop in here too real quick. You said that they don't have the same piece on the outside. If you're thinking back, the only piece that we don't have is Juju Smith-Schuster. But if you're talking about the outside of the line, you are correct, sir. We don't have either of our tackles from last year. We have completely new tackles. And that has been, pass blocking has been an issue this year, and run blocking.
So let's readjust what I said and do outside of the line, because Juju is not a game changer.
No, I know that's what you meant.
And I do not want to be associated with saying Juju is the reason the Chiefs are losing. Or they're not losing. They're 7-2 or something.
Yeah.
But, offensive linemen are important. Just look at Detroit. They had the best O-line in the NFL.
And what happened when we played them? They beat us.
Well,
they beat us.
That was pre-Taylor Swift. And you didn't have Kelsey.
Or Jones. But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll play you guys in February.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Moving forward onto a squad. Wait, actually, sorry. Ethan, who do you have? Damn. Round of Eagles.
Damn.
Who do we think for our squad ride? It's gross that we're all on Cincy.
Cincy's pretty gross. I think we're on Cleveland together. I think we're on Dallas together. I think we're on the Dolphins together.
Cleveland. Ethan is not on Dallas. No surprise.
He's not on Dallas?
He is not on Dallas.
Wow. Dallas are his boys.
He's got the hat and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Was he
mean,
on the Dolphins?
let's see.
He's
Yes.
never on those high spreads, really.
He is though.
Okay.
Yeah, crazy. He had him
I
at
don't
12.5. I don't know how he feels about 13.5.
I don't hate the Dolphins. I know you don't love that one.
It scares me a little bit, but at the same time, the Raiders are frauds. I'm fine with the Dolphins if we want to do Dolphins.
I'm fine with Dolphins. I think they win big.
Yeah. Well, who's stopping them?
I mean, Crosby's going to be a problem, but that's kind of it. And the
Right.
Raiders' offense they're not going to score
No.
40, 30 points or 20 points even.
No. I like
So,
it.
I mean, I think the Dolphins will score, close to 40 points. So I think
I don't know.
I think they can cover 13 and a half.
It's against the AFC West. I think they can score 70.
They could.
If you saw this before the season, you'd say, this guy's freaking crazy. No one scores 70 in the NFL. Okay. We'll do Dolphins minus 13.5 for the squad ride.
Okay. I love it.
All right, Ethan, what are your big three? We'll start with you.
Okay. I don't hate it. I'm still kind of working on mine. I'll take the Pittsburgh Brown and the Cleveland Browns under 33.
Okay.
I will take the Rams +1. And you know what? Is it the Buffalo Bills or the Jacksonville Jags on the 7 points?
You're asking me, and I'm on the other side for both games.
Yeah. I'm gonna take
know.
the fuck it. Give me the Bills -7.
The Bills just killed you last week. Remember that.
I know.
They 7.5. I had them. I teasered them at 1.5, and they didn't get it.
I know. I'm not happy. But they're gonna win like 38-3.
You're probably right. You're probably right. I'll do Dallas. I'll do Dallas plus 10.5. There goes our 9-0 day.
-10.5.
Yes,
Okay.
minus 10.5. Thank you. I wrote that down wrong. God, I would love Dallas plus 10.5. What would that be? Like minus 4,000?
Yeah, it's a free play.
Yeah. Throw it in all your parlays. I got 2 teasers after that. I know.
I love it.
I thought it's a really good teaser week. Detroit down to -2. Guess Chicago love it. Jets up to +13.
Okay.
Josh Allen scares me. So I'm doing.
You shouldn't.
I'm getting the Jets up. Another teaser: Cincinnati +9.5. Absolutely. Philadelphia +8.5.
Love it.
We're going big
Love
the
it.
other direction. We're getting hella points.
I love it. I love it. The only one that scares me is that Buffalo one because Buffalo can beat every single team by
You're
20
right.
points. They just haven't done it in 7 weeks. So
And this is a time they feast too. They're regular season champions.
the regular season, yeah, they 14-3, 15-2, yeah. Nope, 5-5.
Make sure you guys, if you want the full Better and Green experience, you guys need to head over to bettergreen.com. That's better, BETTOR green.com. We have $1, $5, $10 subscription tiers, or you can just sign up for free and read all of our articles that way. You sign up, you get notified. Bainbridge Labradoodles. If you guys are looking for a nice hypoallergenic dog, about medium size, make sure you guys head over to Bainbridge Labradoodles. Pick up a dog. Christmas is right here, guys. Christmas is right around the corner. This is a great time to get a new family pet. I know that if you guys have kids, it might be asking. Might be time to get one. It might be time. This is your sign. I guess you want to try to get into Ethan's only hands without Ethan. You think we can do it?
I think we can. I think we got a good one cooked up.
He needs some milk.
Wyatt, today we are doing something a little different. So what we're doing is you might have been driving down the street. You see a strip mall. It's got a little bit of everything. This is an idea we got from iDubbbz. A shout out to him on YouTube. But strip malls have a little bit of everything. So we made a sports version of the strip mall. These are our categories, and we can pick in any order we want. You can only pick the same sport twice. That way we're not doing all Chiefs, all Lions. I should say all Michigan for you. All right. Wyatt, I think you're up first, man. What store, team, jersey are you putting in first?
Any one of those categories?
Anyone.
Okay, I'm gonna start because I think it's the best one, the playoff category here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go March Madness. Does that
Knew it.
classify as playoffs?
Yeah.
Postseason
it.
playoffs. So I think that's by far the best postseason playoff tournament type thing in sports.
I like it, dude. I like it. I 100% agree. It was my number one, too. I will go league. I will take my favorite. I'll take the NFL. I take the NFL. And then we are going to go. Let me just finish out my NFL. I'll just get them out of the way right now. Let's go Chiefs.
For team?
For team, yep. Chiefs for team.
Okay, league. I'm going to go league as well. And I obviously had NFL. I totally forgot about the only 2 rule, though. So that's good that I can't use NFL here. I am going to go. I'm going to stay. I have college football pretty secure in the rest of my list. So I'm going to go college basketball.
Okay.
My other league. So
Okay.
knocking off basketball with March Madness and college basketball for my league.
Dude, I love it.
The NCAA, I am going to do, that's a category we got. I'm going to do Michigan football as the NCAA. Knock that one off as well.
Yep. Saw that one coming, my man. I will go next for, I'm going to take player. Give me Wayne Gretzky.
Great player.
Give me Wayne Gretzky. And then we're going to go to, give me DraftKings for Sportsbook. I mean, that's
iconic one.
Man. Iconic.
Yep. It's iconic. I'm going to go down the logo here. And
okay.
I'm gonna have a nice little double dipper here for logo.
Okay.
Why are you scared?
You might take mine. Because I feel like
logo?
I know the league. You're going NHL,
Yes.
aren't you?
I was gonna go NHL.
Okay.
And I was gonna go the Wild.
Damn it.
I love that Wild jersey, man. I love that logo. I love that jersey. Yeah, I love that one.
It's the best one in sports, dude. That's exactly why I was worried about it. Great pick, dude.
Thanks. And then I'm going to stay in the NHL. I'm just going to keep knocking off my 2 in a row. I'm going to go jersey, and I'm going to go the Mighty Ducks old Anaheim jersey. I love that one. I have it in orange. There's also one in it's like a black and purple. It's nice. So old Anaheim Mighty Ducks jersey.
Iconic, dude. Freaking iconic. I love it, man. I'm going to go with, I'll do a jersey. I'll do Pittsburgh Penguins. Give me the Penguins, man. That's so
the
NHL.
NHL's logos and jerseys are
unbeatable.
Whoever did that did a fantastic job back in the day. Those are top tier.
I mean, it's no other sports really compare. I was looking at NBA and MLB. Obviously, NHL, you don't have the big logo on the front. Or sorry, NFL. Hockey, they do it right, man.
Yeah.
God, they do it right. So after that, I got 2 hockey. I got 2 football. Give me I'm gonna go movie. Give me The Fighter. Okay. Mark Wahlberg. I forget the other guy's name. Great movie though.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have a while ago. I've seen it. I don't really remember it, but
I liked it,
I've
man.
seen it.
If you don't like heavy Boston accents, don't watch it.
All right, so I have NCAA, I have NHL. NHL is done for me. I have college basketball is done. Does that include NBA?
No. If you did college basketball, yeah, NBA is different.
Okay. Player then, I'm going to go MJ, Michael Jordan. Greatest of all time. Screw
Good
LeBron. Pick. So that's NBA. And then I still have team. Now I already did NCAA Michigan football. That means I can't do Michigan as a team. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. I'll just go then. Out of the NHL, I will go. I think I've only done 0 NFL, so I'll go the Detroit Lions.
Good pick. Good pick. I'm going to go down to NCAA program. I'll do Penn State Wrestling. One of the most dominant programs out there in college sports. Wrestling
Not Penn State football.
No, not Penn State football. Penn State wrestling, man. Wrestling doesn't get a whole bunch of coverage. These dudes are dominant. Their coach, unbelievable. Sadly, they like to kill off my Buckeyes. My Buckeyes coming in second, but you can only do so much, man. I will go next. Give me the golf playoffs. Golf playoffs. So however you score, you get so many points. Kind of like that. So all season, we don't have that in the NFL. You have these teams. If you don't win your division, then you're a wild card, and then you could be way better. We're looking at the NFC South. None of those teams deserve to be in the playoffs.
No.
And there's going to be an AFC team that doesn't make it in, but they do. So give me the golf point system.
Yeah. Yeah. The FedEx points.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think NASCAR, right? They do it like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. Sportsbook, DraftKings is taken away. That's the one I use the most. I could do FanDuel, but FanDuel, their odds are trash. So I'm going to go MGM.
MGM.
And they just have great promos. Their online app is miserable. Their website is miserable, but they give you some good deposit matches and promos. So I'll do that and good odds. So I'll do MGM for my sportsbook. Then movie. I think one of my favorite sports movie of all time is Remember the Titans. It's my favorite sports movie. Their high school is actually half a mile down the road from where I live currently, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Yep. It used to be called T.C. Williams, and then I think that's a Confederate soldier, so they changed it to Alexandria City High. But yeah, it's right down the road. Home of the Titans.
That is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Last one, man. I don't know. I got logo now. And unfortunately, I did all my hockey. I did my football. There's not really logos. I mean, I could do a college logo. I'm looking at 2 right now. I guess give me the Bucks. I like the Bucks logo in NBA.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I like logos that aren't used a lot. How many bears are there and how many cats are there? There's
a lot of cats.
There's a lot of cats.
Tigers, Panthers,
Panthers.
Lions. Yeah.
So give me the Bucks. It's I love animal mascots. It's not one that's used very often. I love it. The other one I was looking at was Florida State. Let's go Seminoles, man.
Seminoles, yeah, canceled.
I know, dude. I know, but I like Native American mascots though.
Yeah,
I just do. I really like them.
Yeah, especially when the actual Native American creates it themselves, like the Washington Redskins. Yeah, that one's pretty cool, but guess that's not okay anymore. But yeah, no, that's a good logo. The Bucks there's a lot going on in that Bucks logo. There's a basketball on his antlers right there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, great logo.
Awesome, man. Well, let us know, whose strip mall would you rather go to? Let us know. Would you rather go to Wyatt's? Would you rather go to mine? Guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Better in Green. Week 11, 1 year, 77 episodes. It's been great being with you guys. Absolutely. Round of applause for you guys. Ethan, thank you for joining us. And Wyatt, you have anything else before we get out of here?
No, just a lot of sports going on. So just make sure you're following us on everything. We're talking about Instagram's blowing up. We're getting TikTok, Facebook. Don't forget about all of our blogs and our Twitters as well. So a lot of sports. Don't forget about everything. Again, there's a lot of leagues going on. So college football is starting to wind down. So as soon as that kind of comes to a halt, we will open back up to a couple other sports that we haven't talked about as much, like hockey, college basketball, maybe a little bit NBA as well. So just stay tuned for just kind of a transition of sports seasons that we're going through right now. So very excited. Thank you guys as always for hopping on, and let's continue to grow.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
You better start listening to the podcast You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? Listen in and cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, hey. Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast. Better Win Green.